my content is not for everyone. Now, have the check off me, God darn it. My content about that's okay. Today's currently February 13th, 2026. I'm Naya, genuine love respect, and my content is not for everyone. To the genuine ones with no misintentions, I truly hope all is well in your end. Never give up on yourself because someone is praying on your downfall. You matter and you are worthy, and especially when you don't run from your past and you know how to take accountability for your actions. That energy is different when you fall from a hater. My content is not for everyone. Always be yourself and no intentions. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always have since day one. I'm on Instagram. I go live every night at 10:15. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram and YouTube. I go live every night at 10:15 on YouTube. I'm Naya, genuine love respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not. Always be yourself with no misintentions. Loving yourself is not a crime. Domestic violence, it was chosen. It was a choice. When you got lost in your words, they would never understand that hold on 1 second. That dispute allows you to feel like you was willing to heal trauma and pain. Hitting someone, or because you don't understand self control, or because your discipline is different a day. Racism is actually a choice. Domestic violence, hate crime is actually a choice. And I say it respectfully, even when it comes to gang stalking. Certain folks will never understand how you understood elevation, not to get shortchanged in your mental when it comes to growth. Being stagnant wasn't part of your vocabulary. How this type of stuff actually happens when it comes to these certain topics, when it comes to life. But hold on 1 second, everybody's household ain't the same. My content is not for everyone. It's individuals that were these individuals and they changed their life for all the right reasons. They wasn't doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing or fame. My content is not for everyone. And that's okay. I'm Naya, genuine love respect, and I'm far from a hater. And I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. Always be yourself, regardless of who's praying to get downfall. I would never stop choosing myself, regardless who's threatening my life or who's praying to my downfall. And I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Your defense and my defense was definitely different. Your claim when it come to your hating, hold on 1 second because of your hexing. My mindset is different when it come to my reality. I ain't have to dibble and dabble to hex your life when it come to your reflection. How chicks and dudes will monitor your every move, trying to confuse you because you got God's tools. Loving yourself was never competing. They would never understand balance when it come to your soul control so that you didn't have to lack when someone truly was hating. Hold on 1 second. Your defense and my defense was two different ball games. How chicks and dudes will put you in competition all because they truly hating, all because they know how to go within and understand their own reflection. How they got a gang stalk you right to left, trying to look for a reaction, but you understood self-control hits different when it comes to maturing. Hold on 1 second, we are different, folks. When you truly woke, they would try to discourage you. You took the opportunity to action loving you. You understood God's glory is different. We wasn't the same. I ain't have to dim your light because I understood, hold on 1 second, how to maintain my pain. I wasn't trying to project it on you, the enemy. I wasn't trying to project it on you, you enemy, let alone you devil worshiper. I ain't have to sell my soul to pretend to be authentic. It be the train of thought for me. How chicks and dudes would say at the end of the day, I'm defending myself from the enemy. Hold on 1 second, nobody was antagonizing you. How you started up your own flame at the end of the day. How you can't put it out when it comes to your self-control. What happened to your discipline? Or because you was truly hating. It's a train of thought for me. Your defense and my defense was truly different. When it comes to your claim, you was truly hating. You was projecting the hex when it come to my reality. But hold on 1 second, I was far from fainting. I understood God didn't overlook me when it comes to my glory. I understood the hill charm pain you can relate to. That was confidence going within. Understood the way you can relate to it. Hold on 1 second. Here be the chain of thought for me. How you been dealing with spiritual warfare from a child point of view. You be having chicks and dudes trying to antagonize you because you understood growth. I wasn't trying to be stagnant. I got chicks and dudes in different tax brackets trying to pay me out to be the villain in their story because hold on one second, they bad habits. They said that you're whack, you're corny, you're nobody. So they gotta be a monitoring spirit and watching your every move, trying to confuse you. They say that hold on one second, 9, 9, 10 ain't gonna work in your favor because I'm gonna disrespect you and continue to do it. Hold on one second because you truly do got potential. How chicks and dudes will plot on your, your next move, all because you understood your faith is balanced. You have your faith is different when it comes to your balance. It was far from a challenge when God showed you your knowledge to understand your reflection, not to lose yourself, because God was showing you better days ahead. When the enemy tried to discourage you, get you out of character, but you understood God favor is different. Self-love. Energy is different. How chicks and dudes would dish you, but you understood that, hold on one second, God's protection was not your issue. God allowed you to see why certain doors closed in your life for all the right reasons, regardless who's gang stalking you, monitoring spirits. At the end of the day, when it come to your intuition, you was far from faking. How chicks and dudes looking for a narrative so they can say at the end they could bad mouth you, all because you understood faith is different. I understood a chapter that I overcome, and I ain't had to pretend, hold on one second, I was far from hating. When you start to grow, it's going to be chicks and dudes that don't want you to see your future because they project and hold on one second that you mentally unstable, that you can't love yourself to better yourself. You can't even show up for yourself to protect yourself. You can't even love yourself at the end of the day because they already praying on your downfall when you was far from a crash out, didn't happen while out. My content is not for everybody. And I say that respectfully. It's currently 10:22. It's currently February 13, 2026. We're 6 minutes into this video, and it's currently 6 people watching me right now. I'm Naya, Junior Love Respect, and I go live every night on YouTube at 10:15 p.m. Never get discouraged because someone is praying on your downfall, and I say that respectfully. Your defense and my defense was 2 different claims. Why you hating, projecting a hate, hold on one second, a hex on someone's life because you truly hating. Hold on one second. I'm not overlooking myself because I understood God's glory. We ain't the same. I didn't overlook myself because you was willing to diss me. Oh, because hold on one second, I was willing to change. I understood at the end of the day, I was my biggest cheerleader when you wasn't rooting me on. Hold on one second. I ain't have to say your name to get discouraged at the end of the day. Hold on one second. That was far from a foul. When God showed me that layup hits different, when God was maintaining my smile and fixing my crown, I was far from a crash. I didn't have to sell my soul. I understood better days ahead. Who would have knew at the end of the day? Hold on one second. When the devil overlooked me, the devil had so much to say when it came to he say, she say, all because I had potential. And I was truly the best, the blessing. What a miracle. When you love yourself, to better yourself, it's going to be chicks and dudes praying to your downfall, but never get discouraged. And I say that respectfully when you ain't moving disrespectful. I'm far from a hater and I would never hurt myself. Good day, bad day, or misunderstand day, regardless of threat in my life or regardless of trying to pray on my downfall. There's one person watching right now. It's 8 minutes into this video and it's currently 10:23 p.m. and it's currently February 13, 2026. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I am not AI and I'm far from a hater. We all don't pray the same. No, the trait of the all be yourself. He satisfied your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Naya, what happened to the light? They did it again? They dimmed the light again. Oh, boy. Well, we know that God is watching. That's all that matters. And we're not giving up because people are being, ignorant and doing weird things. Continue to call your energy back. We far from haters. Always be yourself. Gang stalking is real to your household. Oh, boy. Today's currently February 13th, 2026, and it's currently 10:24 p.m., and it's 8 minutes into this video, and it says 3 people watching. All of yourself with no molesting tennis. I'm peace, and I bring peace. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Stop the violence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Monday, self-love every day. Tuesday, self-control
every day. Wednesday, motivation every day. Thursday, choose yourself when they overlook you. Friday, you mad and you're worthy. Saturday, fall from the hater. Neighbor, just stay in your lane, neighbor. No, for real. Sunday, never give up on yourself. You are the blessing when you fall from the curse. They will never understand your intuition when it comes to the light within you. Never give up on yourself because someone praying on your downfall. No, for real. You are my sunshine. You are a blessing. Never let the hater dim your light. You bad and you're worthy. Never get discouraged because they trying to discourage you. Never get discouraged because they trying to humble you. Never get discouraged because you love yourself. Never get discouraged because someone praying your downfall. No, for real. Domestic violence, hate crime, racism, discrimination, gang stalking awareness. You put a name in your book is really weird. It's really weird and it's real. When it comes to gang stalking, you don't have to know individuals for them to clone your devices, hack your IP address, try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, or even try to hack your life or send you magic or spirit towards you, or try to blackmail you against you. They will try to reroute your mail, your packages, or act like you received it when you never did. They will monitor your day-to-day activities that you do on your phone and try to blackmail you, get you locked up, put you in a cyborg. This type of stuff actually happens, even with domestic violence, hate crime, discrimination, or gang stalking. The person that, hurt you or someone from your past that have malicious intent or whatever the case may be, you'll be surprised that they will try to, keep up with you, to take notes or whatever the case may be, just to have people monitor your every move, to try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially. How this type of stuff actually happens. Or to make their next attack on you. How this type of stuff actually happens. Always protect your energy and protect you and your family. You're mad and you're worthy. Loving yourself is not a crime. You are my sunshine. You are a blessing. Never give up on yourself because a hater. Love yourself. No, for real. When you decide to choose yourself and you don't run from your past, you're not taking away for your actions, it's going to be people monitoring your day-to-day activities to try to rob you mentally, spiritually, and financially, or even make you feel at the end of the day that you're not worthy, or you have to live in fear. And because they feel at the end of the day that you don't, nobody's going to believe you, or you walking by yourself or whatever the case may be, they're going to continue to try to make you feel like you got to live uncomfortable in your own skin. But never get discouraged. Keep showing up for yourself. And I say that respectfully when it comes to motivation. Love yourself. Gotta go. Stop the violence.
I'm knowledge and your love, respect, and I would never hurt myself, regardless who's praying to my downfall. And I say it respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. Entertainment purposes only. Currently 12 minutes into this video, and it's currently 10:27 p.m. And it's currently February 13th, 2026. No, ever straight off me, goddammit. You've been mind, you've been with the mind, you've been as that one family member. They like, you know what? I'm done with culinary school or whatever the case may be. I want to cook for the family or whatever the case may be. This fool learned how to do hibachi or whatever the case may be. What you're not going to do is play with our food. Just make it and make it make sense. Hello. If the trade off me, please don't try to get fancy in front of us. We're not here for that. We're here to actually get served good food and good quality. Not to play in our face. Here's the trade off me. Thank you. You are the blessing to yourself. This fool decided to say, come on down to my restaurant or whatever the case may be. We go down there, we having a good old time or whatever the case may be. This fool decides to want to throw the shrimp up in the air, all types. First of all, nobody told you to do that. No, it's a trade off for me. We don't want bacteria on our food, just in case it fall and you miss and turn. It's a trade off me. Nobody got time for your shenanigans today. No, for real. A motherfucker would try to be fancy with them being fancy. Only rather, hold on 1 second. My bad, family. We know you ain't ready for this bullshit. What are you doing, stupid? You trying to throw the fucking shrimp in your hat or whatever the case may be. Throw the shrimp, throw the cocktail, whatever the hell you got going on and feed it to people. You doing too much. You asked us to come show love and eat good food and all this extra doing whatever you doing with your time. You wasted it. Here's the track of me. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no misintentions. Entertainment purposes only. No, it's trade off me, god darn it. Entertainment purpose only. 14 minutes of this video, and it's currently 10:29 p.m. And it's currently February 13th, 2026. No, it's trade off me. You have been minding your business and you had a surprise within a surprise. You know how when you go to your family member house that you don't go to too often or whatever it case may be, then you know you participate in family activities. Hold on 1 second. I know I ain't delusional, stupid. Hello, I ain't talking for your one-side ass conversation, fool. This motherfucker gonna say, you know, I meant to tell you, baby, that your ex was here. Hold on, who the fuck said y'all was cool? What the fuck you got going on? Every train over me. When this motherfucker start whispering in your ear and shit, talking about it ain't even like that. Hold on 1 second. You know, you could have kept that phone call to yourself and left it for an emergency purposes only. No, every train on me, evidently someone got it covered. Hello, every train on me. I told you I never wanted to be in the same room with this weird ass motherfucker ever again. You know what the fuck I done been through, what I went through, what I overcame and shit, and you gonna try to play in my face today? Oh, okay. Every train told me, what happened to fucking boundaries? I said, I'm sorry. Every train told me, I'm always talking this stupid ass conversation. I gotta go. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. Always be yourself regardless of your downfall. You know, boundaries is taken as a joke. When you understand respect is different, everybody not gonna understand your intuition, but it wasn't for them at the end of the day. But they still didn't know how to participate and stay in their lane. But you wasn't trying to get sidetracked when it come to your faith. You understood that you truly, hold on 1 second, not just highly favored, but God truly protecting you when it come to time and day. How you been dealing with spiritual warfare from a child point of view. They would never understand how you truly step it when it comes to your point of view. You know, loving yourself, regardless of praying your downfall. Hold on 1 second. They don't want you to smile more. They want you to be in a mental state at the end of the day. Being depressed, anxiety, PTSD. Hold on 1 second. But you was far from pretending didn't have to hate. You understood that certain chicks and dudes gonna project the hex on you. Or because you understood to be, you know, mature. Running from your past wasn't part of your vocabulary. You understood right from wrong. You understood that and there wasn't running from my past when it comes to my reflection. But thank you, God, for allowing me to see where I went wrong. I understood that belief and faith they can relate to. I understood that, hold on 1 second, thank you, God, for pouring into me. Allow me to feel like, hold on 1 second, I wasn't overlooking me. Regardless to the he say, she see, I was still my biggest cheerleader when they didn't know how to respect me. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. It's not a crime to have boundaries. And I say that respectfully. It's not that you think you're better than somebody, but you know how to respect folks' good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself, regardless who's praying in my downfall or who's threatening my life. And I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, or who's disrespecting me. With malicious intentions, I would never hurt myself. I love to talk about love. Now, every trait don't be all be yourself.
Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you.
You know, that faith is different. What you knew that took place that day would allow you to feel your future, actually allowed you to see your reflection. It was far from a washed up conversation because someone actually showed you balance is different. When it comes to hold on 1 second, someone pouring into you, not to pretend. Someone truly got you, hold on 1 second. You know, having butterflies within. It wasn't competition. Hold on 1 second. Someone trying to shortchange your free will when it comes to your mental health. Regardless of praying your downfall, who would have knew that God allowed you to smile more? God allowed you to see why you fix your crown, or because you understand the even exchange of loving yourself and the right person walked into your life to hold on 1 second. Actions spoke loud in words when it came to better days ahead. The energy is different. When someone sees you, hears you, respects you, who would have knew that true love would allow you to feel that someone truly has potential? Allow you to see that you was asking for all the wrong, you was asking all the wrong seasons when it came to that, you know, conversation. When someone didn't understand how to pray for you, let alone respect you, be loyal to you. Damn, they had a hand problem. They wanted to mislead you with mind manipulation games. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same when it comes to healing time and day. The aggressive was real. You know, someone's aggressive mentally, physically, emotionally, trying to control you, but that don't live in your vocabulary today. Who would have knew that true love would be your equal? You know, someone showing you that you walked into the right person's arms. Someone praying for you. Only was hold on 1 second, they wasn't misleading you wrong. You know, they have to shortchange you when it comes to your eyesight because they wasn't trying to have their cake and eat it too to do you wrong. Someone walked into you like to be your peace. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moments, that energy is different. How you gain the love of a business partner, a best friend. Who would have knew that someone truly be loving you? You know, because true love is real. True love is one of a kind. Someone truly allows you to feel while you was willing to heal. You know, because you had a past. But that past allowed you to see your testimony is different. How God's still being patient with you when it come to down time and day, when it come to your reflection. Even when you get lost in your words, who would have knew that someone's trying to mistreat you, you know, disrespect you. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, even sick days. That energy is different when someone actually brings the best out of you with no hesitation. You know, even if you got a speech problem, or you going through trial and tribulations, or you just heard news for the first time that brought you to stress at the end of the day, and you fumbling over your words. Someone wasn't overlooking, but they knew how to respect you. They knew how to protect you. Hold on 1 second. They didn't have to get physical. They wasn't trying to shortchange your mental, but they truly went to God when it came to you. They never had to do it for likes and views of cloud chasing or fame. When it came to loyal and respect, when it came to meeting you halfway, the energy is different, emotionally available. Who would have knew that true love would allow you to see that you have to get physical? You know, my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. It's not.
No, infiltrate though. Always be yourself a normal sentence.
Always be yourself, regardless to who is praying your downfall. I'm Naya, genuine love respect, and I am my biggest cheerleader. I would never hurt myself regardless who's threatening my life or who's praying to my downfall. And I say that respectfully. Currently 20 minutes into this video, and there's currently 2 people watching, and it's 10:36 p.m. And it's currently February 13th, 2026. I go live every night on YouTube at 10:15 p.m. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions.
No, infiltrate though. Me, goddammit.
You ever had that one conversation when you was minding you built minding your business, that one family member that loved you so deeply, they say,
Infiltrate over me. Oh,
this fool like, yo, I got a couple of pair of sneakers for you or whatever the case may be. I'm going to come drop it off before you go to school or matter of fact, after school, whatever the case may be. All right, cool, fine and dandy. You telling everybody or whatever the case may be, yo, this that uncle at the end of the day, this that family member at the end of the day, that be holding me down. No, for real, when it comes to my shoe, yeah. Only to be disappointed. What a round smile. What happened to your round smile?
No, infiltrate over me. What a frown.
When you realize you didn't sign up for this one-sided ass conversation at the end of the day, this fool decided to drop his shoes off to you. And you go into the box, they gotta go. All right, thank you, or whatever case may be.
What the fuck is this? Infiltrate over me. You want me to see a psychiatrist early before I even think about it today?
No other trade told me. When you only a kid at the end of the day, it should be no reason why a child should be so distressed going to school with fake sneakers on.
No, infiltrate over me. Fool. Infiltrate over me. What the fuck are those?
If the trade told me, a motherfucker will make you feel wrong at the end of the day for choosing your motherfucking self. I thought we was on the same page. You call this motherfucker as soon as you decide to wear one of the shoes to school and only have to hold on 1 second. That was the worst day of your life. You trying to figure out who gonna pay for therapy sessions.
No, infiltrate on me, because after that shit,
them shoes is going in the motherfucking garbage. Matter of fact, the whole fucking collection. Fuck you. What happened? They was laughing at me. Why they was laughing at you?
The shoes you bought me. Shut the fuck up.
Listen, I'm cool. But the shoes you bought me, they said it was fake. This fool trying to explain and plead the fifth to you at the end of the day. I don't buy fake shit. It just didn't come out yet.
Infiltrate on me. They said this shit is fake.
Only to realize whoever bought the motherfucking shoes, now the guardian that you live in the household with, now they gotta hear this bullshit. Now they gotta fake somebody wrong.
Infiltrate over me. Like instead of a fucking parent-teacher conference.
Like, you know what? Trying to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna get this baby some shoes so these motherfucking shoes don't bully my fucking baby.
Infiltrate over me. Fuck you, bastard.
Keeps bullying my baby. Fuck you. No, the trade over me. The guardian decides to call the adult that bought the shoes Hey, what's going on? I truly appreciate you buying the shoes or whatever the case may be. But how rude. These motherfucking kids, this is my baby. Motherfucker went to school and everybody was laughing at my motherfucking baby. My baby almost fell out of motherfucking flight of stairs because a motherfucking child decided to say, oop, biscuit. One of those. Loop. You know, my content, everybody, and that's okay. Entertainment purposes only. I would never hurt myself, regardless of praying to my downfall or disrespecting me. Who has what's intentions, I say it respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. I do not live in fear, and I would never hurt myself. You know, sometimes in life, it's okay to protect yourself, and especially when someone antagonizes you. And especially when you're that type of person in the day, you're not an aggressive person, regardless trying to blackmail you against you. But your voice does matter. When the right people see you, hear you, respect you. And especially when you never have malicious attendance. I'm Naya, Genuine Love Respect. It's currently February 13th, 2026, and it's currently 10:40 p.m. And we're 25 minutes to this video. I would never hurt myself, regardless to who's praying to my downfall, threatening my life, or disrespecting me. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no misintentions. I am my biggest cheerleader, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. It's the trade though for me. No, for real. You ever been minding your business, and you around a group of people who in a relationship, and some of them going through a divorce, or some of them just going through trials and tribulations, and you get put in the fire when they come to their bullshit. That was a lot of that.
No, it's a trade over me.
First of all, don't put me part of your conversation when you know at the end of the day, on a regular basis, you don't get no motherfucking compliments. The motherfucker barely fucking look at you. The motherfucker barely like you.
It's a trade over me.
And when this motherfucker decides to go outside the street with you at the end of the day, they're able.
Not to you, it's a trade over me. They call me everybody else but you. That sounds real fucking personal.
First of all, please don't put me in between what the fuck you got going on, because that ain't got nothing to do with me, and I wasn't even exchanged.
No, for real, because bitch, I swear I ain't hear shit.
No, for real. A motherfucker will put you part of they fucking argument at the end of the day, all because you heard that friend? You heard that fan? What happened? This motherfucker gonna give this bitch a compliment? This motherfucker gonna give this dude a compliment? They don't see me? I see you standing right here clearly and loud.
It's a trade over me. Oh shit, I gotta go.
Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. It went from yes, loving somebody, only for us to hold on 1 second, you ain't trying to hurt nobody. You had to pour into yourself, not to lose yourself when it come to your reflection, but you had to respect yourself because someone didn't know how to pour into you. When it came to hold on 1 second, love direction. Someone actually started to fall out of love with you. Only way to hold on 1 second, you had to love you. Understand that true love ain't supposed to hurt. Let alone bring confusion. Who would have knew that someone saw you when it came to your worth? They wasn't trying to shortchange you when it come to your growth. How someone didn't have to pretend to love you. Who would have knew that true love would be on the same page? Who would have knew that true love was woke? You know, because someone don't see you, respect you, you know, outdated at the end of the day when it come to your past. Who would have knew that miracles could truly last? You know, with the right person walking into your cup, the right person walking into you, like to pour into your cup. Even when you get lost in your words, who would have knew someone was overlooking you? You pray to go within. Only rather hold on 1 second. Your conscience is different when it comes to elevation. Hold on 1 second. You was far from pretending. Wow, someone praying for not against you. They ain't have to dibble and dabble with spell work or magic to get your time. They take it your free will. Who would have knew that someone truly didn't have to try hard to love you? It came naturally when it comes to genuine love. Who would have knew someone truly knew how to respect you? The energy is different. How when the right person walks into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you with no misintentions. You know, true love is not complicated. How someone walks into your life to bring you peace. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just because moments. The energy is different. Wow. Just because you may not pray the same as the love of your life. Someone wasn't doing it for likes and views when it comes to cloud chasing. Hold on 1 second, when it comes to treating you right. They have to manipulate God. They actually pray to go within and ask God for guidance when it comes to protecting your smile to treat you right. Who would have knew that the love of your life wasn't trying to hurt you? The energy is different. You know, my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with intentions. No mother or father or guardian should have their child stripped away from them because someone lacks self control, discipline, or someone's insecure, or someone tries to hack someone's life, or someone doesn't feel someone's worthy of prospering or changing their life around because someone sees someone stagnant and stuck, or if someone doesn't like the fact that someone removed themselves out of a certain chapter in their life, they're not part of someone's future. How someone monitors someone's every move or their activities every single day and have individuals watching someone's everyday activities, all because of the fact that someone doesn't want someone to prosper. How this type of stuff actually happens when it comes to hate crime, domestic violence, gang stalking, discrimination, violence, and gang stalking awareness. And I say that respectfully. No mother, father, or guardian should have to get that phone call. When they're a prayer warrior, they show up good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, even sick days, and they're not doing it for likes and views or clout or fame. When they show up for their child, they show their child they have a safe place. No mother or father should have their child stripped away from them because someone lacks self-control. Someone's the energy harvest, someone's energy, child's energy, or destiny swipe with someone's child, or project a hex towards someone's child, or make a child for them that they're not worthy, they're not loved, they don't feel seen. How someone could come into someone's household and make a mother and father feel like their voice does not matter. They'll label them that they're mentally unstable, they're crazy, that their voice doesn't matter, and nobody will ever hear them. Or because they're fighting for the right to be a parent. When they're a provider, a protector, they're not doing it for likes, if a clout, or fame. They allow their child to know they had a safe place. My content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. Regardless if you're an entrepreneur or a content creator, and I say this respectfully, never allow someone to make you feel like you have to shortchange your reflection of choosing yourself because they're projecting insecurity, jealousy, envy, or they even gang stalking you because they want you to live in fear or they don't want you to prosper in life. Never give up on yourself because they know individuals that work in certain departments when it comes to HRA, or they know certain individuals that are hackers, or they know certain individuals at the end of the day that will try to ruin your life because you believe in your faith. And because they say that God is not real, they try to play God in your life to ruin your life to make you feel at the end of the day that nobody's going to ever hear you. How this type of stuff actually happens. Individuals will act like they know you when they don't, only to ruin your life at the end of the day. And this type of stuff actually happens. Never get discouraged because you poured into the wrong conversation. Never get discouraged because someone decided to overhear your dream of you choosing yourself, becoming your best self vision of yourself. And someone said, no, I don't want you to see your potential. Someone said, no, I don't want you to have hope within. Someone said, no, I don't want you to believe in your faith. Someone said, no, they don't want you to choose you. They was already projecting insecurity on you. They was already projecting depression, anxiety, PTSD. They was plotting to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, or they're even trying to do that. I don't wish this on nobody. You matter and you're worthy. Always protect your energy and protect you and your family and continue to call your energy back.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
And just because women call your energy back, yeah, the energy is different when you fall from a lane. They sitting there taking notes, but they said that you ain't got potential, but they got so much hate. They monitor your every move like a monitoring spirit. You've been dealing with the spiritual warfare from a child point of view. They would never understand you wasn't trying to get discouraged going into your adulthood. They understand balance is different when you didn't have to lose control when someone tried to antagonize you. You continue to call your energy back regardless of someone's tax bracket. They monitor your every move. They trying to energy harvest off God's tools that God told with you because God loves you. They would never understand. Even you get lost in your words, they would never understand that practice makes perfect because God never removed his hands or her hands off of you. That protection is different when it comes to your comprehension, you loving you. Never get discouraged, and I say that respectfully. Elevation, regardless of praying your downfall, they will never understand that God was not allowing you to hang. Their energy is different when it comes to your thinking. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself regardless who's threatening my life, who's gang stalking me, or who's praying to my downfall, who's trying to hex my life, or who's disrespecting me. I go live every night on YouTube at 10:15 p.m. Always be yourself with no misintentions. When you call your energy back or your power back, people think that you're weak because they want an energy harvest off your energy. They think that at the end of the day that they're feeding off your energy because you're calling your energy back or you're speaking on certain topics when you're a truth teller. Never get discouraged because you're willing to choose you. And I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. I would never hurt myself, and I do not live in fear, regardless to who's trying to threaten my life, or who is threatening my life, or who's trying to blackmail me against me, or prey on my downfall, or who's gang stalking me. To the genuine ones, never allow a man or a woman to threaten your life that you're not worthy or your voice doesn't matter because they decide to take your kindness or weakness. And I say that respectfully because they said, I'm going to control the narrative and nobody's going to believe you. But the right people see you, hear you, respect you with no misintentions. And I say that respectfully. I am my biggest cheerleader, regardless to who's praying to my downfall. And I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. And when it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always have since day one. Loving yourself is not a crime. I don't push God on nobody. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully because my content is not for everyone. It's not. But when God sends the right people into your life, it wasn't malicious intentions. It wasn't jealousy, envy, or, hold on one second, competition. That motivation is different when folks actually want you to become your best self vision of your reflection. Acting your body weight when it comes to maturing. Someone fumbled you when it came to your past, regards to the subject. Hold on one second. The right people actually want to be on the same page when it comes to motivation. They ain't got to try hard to be themselves authentic, fall from a copycat because they was far from hating. They trying to show you at the end of the day. They actually are going to show you because they don't got to try hard. They show you that the grass is green on the other side. Who would have knew at the end of the day? Someone praying for you, not against you. Didn't have to hex your life when it come to motivation because you got potential. How someone wants you to see you becoming your best self vision of yourself, regardless you came from poverty and pain. That direction and order is different when it comes to your reflection. You are worthy. You are worthy. The right people's coming into your life. And I say that respectfully. When it comes to my creativity, there's no third party involved, regardless of who's gang stalking me. And I say that respectfully. I work alone when it comes to my creativity. Always be yourself, regardless of who's threatening your life. Then nobody's going to hear you or they don't respect you. I am my biggest cheerleader. When it comes to my creativity, I don't worship the devil and my soul was never for sale. And I work with my Heavenly Mother, my Heavenly Father God. And I say that respectfully. Individuals will threaten your life, disrespect you, say where your God at now, because they behind the scenes, gang stalking you, having malicious intentions, trying to control the narrative, and then they like where your God at now. Or they even trying to fight you or trying to antagonize you or do malicious things just to get a reaction out of you. Like when you speak up for yourself, when someone poked the bear or disrespected you, have malicious intentions towards you, now you're wrong for speaking up for yourself. But you wasn't wrong when you was minding your business, and then they was bothering you. You didn't say anything, and for a while, and then you finally say something. You will never be wrong, and I say that respectfully. Because the right people see you, hear you, respect you with no malicious intentions, and they far from haters. My content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. I would never hurt myself or my peers around me, regardless of their tax bracket, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. When the right people walk into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you. I do not live in fear, and I say that respectfully, regardless of threatening my life, and I say that respectfully. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hate to stop the violence in the community. Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hate to stop the violence in the community. You have the trait of me. I go live every night on YouTube at 10:15 p.m. I'm on Instagram, Facebook. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. I go live every night at 10:15 p.m. on YouTube. I post throughout the day on all the platforms, but I definitely go live every night at 10:15 p.m. I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. Never allow someone to discourage you or project insecurities on you because you was willing to choose you. I am my biggest cheerleader. To the genuine ones, no misintentions, it's because someone did not love you, respect you, protect you, or meet you halfway, or pour into you, or didn't see your potential. And you know how to take accountability for your actions when you run from your past, then it's just different. Never give up on yourself because the right people see you, hear you, respect you with no malicious intentions. And I say that respectfully. I am my biggest cheerleader. And I say that respectfully. Peace and respect, self-respect, your neighbor, you many what all damn, you like God, go neighbor, all damn, you like stop the violence. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's currently 10:54 p.m. and it's 38 minutes and 52 seconds into this video, and it's currently February 13th, 2026. I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect.